Say good morning. Oh. Good morning guys, I hope you're all doing well. We are just having another day at home. It's another day in lockdown with us, and I decided this morning to do what I used to do. I used to be so organised when the kids were younger because I kind of didn't have a choice, and I feel like as they're getting older I'm just getting so lazy. I get up when they get up, we just have a slow morning, we get ready when we want, especially since we've been in lockdown now and there's no real reason to be out the door for a certain time. But I thought, no, we're not doing that anymore. I'm going to get my backside up before they do, and I feel so much better already this morning. I'm talking like 15 minutes before Charlie woke up. I got up, emptied the dishwasher, let her out, got a coffee. While they were eating their breakfast, I did the beds and tidied up and put my makeup on and did my hair and stuff. Well, I just chucked it back in this ponytail, and it's been curled since yesterday anyway. So yeah, I just feel very organised today, and I'm just about to sit down and edit, but my mouse is cut out of battery, so I need to plug that in. So I don't know how much battery I've got left in that just now, because it's been plugged in while I've been making the beds. So I'm hoping that I will be able to use that shortly. And Maggie Moo, I was just about to say that today you've been so good because you haven't done any biting, and look what you're trying to do with my fingers already. You were trying to bite them there. So we're going to sit here with my lap dog. How funny when she's going to be full size and she's sitting in my lap, she'll be like up to here. But yeah, I'm going to just sit with her, get my work done that I need to do. I've got a few wee edits and stuff that I need to make, and I've also got a video to edit, which is like my lash curling and lamination of my brows, which I'm putting on tonight on my channel. So I'm going to try and get all that done. It is 9 o'clock. I'm going to spend the next 2 hours just beast it, get through it all, and yeah, hopefully it won't take me long to edit that one because it's pretty much just like vlog style. And then I'm going to take the kids out the garden, play for a while, get the bouncy castle up, probably sit and have something to eat and let the dog play, and then we'll probably take her out for a walk and let them do a scoop. So yeah, there's basically the day's itinerary. We'll see if anything changes, but I highly doubt it because there ain't nothing else going on. But while that's charging, I just thought I would show you what I'm wearing today because I feel so comfortable. A lot of this stuff is from last year. In fact, everything is from last year. And this is just the comfiest little outfit ever. I know it looks quite kind of going out, maybe a bit more dressed up, but it's made me feel good today, and there's not a lot of things you can do that make you feel good at the moment, so I'm capitalising on this. So I've got in my little scrunchie that's from Primark just to hold my hair back, which I don't really like the look of from the front because I feel like my face looks like pure gin face. I've got no definition, but from the side I think it looks quite sweet. And then my top here is from Libelula Boutique. It's like a pleated swing top hiding a multitude of sins. And then this little suede jacket, which kind of goes cropped at the back, is from Zara. And likewise the trousers, these palazzo style trousers, which just feel like jogging, in fact don't even feel like jogging bottoms, they feel like pyjamas. These are also from Zara, but they're very sheer because you can see my tattoo right through it. Can you see that? But yeah, really comfortable. And I've got my Ugg slippers on, which I definitely want to get a new pair of. I fancy getting the more sandal type ones, you know, the ones you can see your toes. So if anyone has them or can recommend a nice pair at a decent price, then let me know. Look at this dog. She loves going in the bottom of Ella's doll pram. She looks like a hamster on a wheel. Look at her. Look at the state of that. Maggie! What are you doing? It's a beautiful morning. The horses are over in the fields. How many have we got today? 1, 2, 3. I think we've got 5 today. Just beautiful. I love looking out and seeing them in the morning. I just had enough. Got what I had to do done, and I've just finished one of these wee Fibre One bars. It's a cinnamon drizzle one, and they taste amazing. So I had that. I've also got my lemon water on the go, which I've definitely not drank enough of, but it's because I've had my latte thing as well, so, or my frappe. So I kind of feel like I'm already full to the gunnels with liquid. But you guys have come up to say hello, haven't you?
Mummy, can I get a chocolate?
A chocolate egg?
Yes.
Have you been good enough?
Glad to see you.
So glad to see her.
Aww, he's so cute. No, listen.
She is, isn't she?
Let's go. I'm done. Let's go.
I think it's about time we go and get something else, isn't it? Right, you bring your baby down. Maggie, don't touch the baby. Right, you take your baby downstairs, we'll go and get a little drink of juice and a wee snack, shall we? You coming, guys? Guys? You are a happy boy today, Charlie.
Never drank.
Of course.
Look, she can move her eyes.
Did she actually move them?
Yeah, when I drink the lemon, her eyes.
Let's see then.
She did it. I
think they did a wee bit.
Be
Gentle with her, Charlie. Gentle. Right, guys, let's go downstairs.
Yay, can I have some?
Da-dum.
Can I go downstairs a wee bit?
Hey?
I said move a wee bit.
How did Dolly's eyes move? Do you think she's real?
Yeah, yeah, because if Dolly's eyes move, that means they're real.
I think that's right. Let's go, team. Mummy's got so much washing to put away. Oh, God. Does anyone else line everything up on their stair and just hope the next time they go upstairs they'll take it and actually deal with it? Is it a better sound than that? I'm not sure. A little bit of brown sauce. Then I know I said I was being good, but that is literally like a 100 calorie thin with 2 slices of bacon. It's not too bad. I'm going to have a cup of tea with it and I'm going to sit outside in the sun, catch up on my phone, catch up and text with my friends, probably voice note a few of my pals and sit up in the sun. I need to get new cushions for the back sofa that we've got because the ones we had we'd left out, and to be honest I didn't actually like them anyway. The covers felt really plasticky, so if anyone has any recommendations of good seats for rattan style sofas then let me know, because there's a lot of places I'm looking at and for a whole set it's near enough costing exactly the same amount as what I paid for that. Like they're £500 for a set, it just can't be right. So I'd rather even try and get someone to make them. Oh, that might be an idea. The guy that made my sofa could probably make them. I only really need maybe like, I think they're probably about between 100 and 120, they're probably 120 actually, centimetres in length and then 50 in depth. So I think I'm probably going to need 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 2 together then 1 turns. I want big long ones rather than the square ones I had before. And then I'll need the same again for the back ones. They're only like 50 centimetres high, the other ones, the ones at the back, for the back seat. But I would even just be happy for the seat cushions at this point. And even just buy some scatter back cushions for that. I'm not sure what to do. But anyway, the ones that I'm looking at, I can find the covers but I can't find the filling. Or I can get a whole set for like £480, which is just a non-starter. I'd rather buy a full new set of like furniture. Video call. I had to get something sorted for the garden for the kids, but everything I look at doesn't fit the garden, which is an absolute pain. We've obviously got like a decent sized garden, we've got it landscaped, but it's not really suitable for putting in like a big huge climbing frame, which is exactly what I want to get them. We don't know how long this lockdown's lasting for. We don't know if it's going to be a year, is it going to be like 3 months. We just got no idea how long we're going to be, you know, feeling awkward about going to normal places. So with that being said, and the fact that our holiday's cancelled, I would rather just get them a really good climbing frame set. I mean, Ella's coming up for 5, Charlie's only 3. I know for a fact that we would get the use of it. So to spend anywhere upwards of like £500 on something like that, basically the money we're getting refunded for our holiday, I'd be so happy to do that, to know that we've got something for them to play on all the time and we don't have to actually go anywhere. So even when this lockdown's lifted, they don't feel that pressure to go to the park or whatever, because we've basically got it in our garden. So I'm going to show you in a second, because we've got 2 pieces of astrogras where essentially we would have to use as our area to have, oh, unless is that bigger over that side? I've just had a brainwave, right? But basically, I'll go through the first thoughts, right? I've texted him, the top piece of grass is 3.8 metres, like in depth, so that's from the back fence towards me, and then across the way it's 4.7 metres. Or you've got this part of grass down here, which I've tried to measure out again using slabs. This part of grass is 5.4 wide, and then from the steps towards me it's 3.4. So essentially what I was looking at, I'll show you the actual one that I really liked. This is the swing set that I really want to get. It's the Epic climbing frame from sellwood.com, and it's a fortune, but if we get refunded from our holiday I would rather spend my money to get them something that's really worthwhile. So it's got a spiral slide which kind of eliminates the problem I'm going to have with them landing, because if I get a regular slide that like comes from the middle and then slides out to the edge of that piece of wood, their landing strip's going to be on that slab, so I just feel like that's so dangerous. And then obviously the central part is really quite tall, so that whirligig, you're talking another metre and 20 centimetres above that would be the height of it, so it is quite big. And then you've got the 3 swings as well. Now see that those 2 slabs are where it would basically come out to, because we're taking those decking boards away and we're decking this all the way to the fence. But Fraser's just worried that the height of that is going to be really quite impacting on our neighbours, because obviously it's huge and you'll be able to see it. And then we thought about potentially putting it up here, but because our neighbours got an outbuilding anyway and they won't mind, but to put it over there you're basically encroaching on those slabs. So essentially where the end of that scooter is where the end of the slide would be, so it's really tight up there. As much as you've got more swing space, it's just too tight. So I think essentially that one's been ruled out, because if it wasn't for the height issue then we would have got it. But I need something that's got a spiral slide, so I've just reached out on Instagram to see if anybody knows of any companies that do like custom swing sets, because there's got to be someone that makes these, even on like Facebook or something, I don't know, because you can buy the equipment online, but we obviously are not joiners over here, we don't know what we're doing. Essentially all I'm really looking for is some kind of tower. I don't mind if the tower's more in my garden than at the edge, if you know what I mean. A kind of tower, clock tower, Wendy house type idea with a spiral slide, and then maybe like 2 swings, and that would definitely fit in the grass we've already got without adding the decked area. Or it would fit in the grass up at the top, but to get a regular slide we won't be able to do it because we've not got enough clearance. So it's just really annoying. We were going to buy a Wendy house for her birthday and get it all done up, but I know for a fact they'll use it for like 5 or 10 minutes and then they'll get bored. Whereas if they've got a slide, a swing, monkey bars, a climbing frame, sand pit, all that in one thing, that kind of like activity centre, then they would be in that all day long. So anyway, that is my current mission, is to look for one of them. Oh my god, wait till you see this. So I got an eBay delivery. I wanted to get Ella Converse, but I wasn't up for paying 40 quids for a black pair and a white pair, so I just got her these on eBay, nearly said Amazon, and I think that they're actually alright. However, here is the size 12 trainer, which is far too big for her, and here is the size 12 beautiful patent shoe. Now we'll just watch this for a second. These are apparently the same size. Sorry, how are these the same size? That is so narrow and much shorter, and that one is huge. Ella's toes are literally like coming away from there, and then these ones, she says they're a bit squished in these, but she said it was her heel that was sore, so I don't know. I think these ones might actually fit her and these ones are just too big. These only cost me like £7 or £8 and these were like £8.50, so, and they're brand new, and it's going to cost me £4 to send them back for a refund. So it's essentially going to be £4 of refund, or I can just keep them. I just thought I would give you a laugh because they're definitely not the same shoe size. So I'm going to do a little bit of baking. I found this recipe online from Dove's Farm, and it is an eggless, soya free, nut free and vegetarian recipe for scones. Do you know what? I said I was being good, but I think what I basically mean is that I'm not going to have any chocolate today. So what I'm going to do is measure out. It says first of all, dust a large baking tray with a lot of flour, sift the flour and baking powder into a bowl, add the sugar and blend together well. So I'll do all that first. 150 millilitres of milk.
Scones? What scones?
It's like kind of wee cake things.
One.
Yeah.
Can I have one too?
Yeah.
I'll probably be starving when you've made that.
God, they taste disgusting. How horrible do they taste? That honestly, that recipe is so wrong. with the amount of baking powder you need to put in that. 4 teaspoons. I was looking at it going, surely not. Disgusting. Worst scones I've ever had. They're fizzing on my tongue. Minging. Do not try this. Oh well, look great, but taste minging. What a waste. So it's now 6 o'clock. I've actually been upstairs editing for the last wee while, and because I was editing the footage that was on this particular SD card, I didn't film my dinner. So for dinner we had sausages off the barbecue. I've actually not had lots to eat today, I don't really think, but I had like sausages off the barbecue on a bun, and I've just been really busy, just kind of in between doing things. I've had another one of these waters with lemon in it, so that's kind of all I've had on the eating front. That'll get made up for at night time, no doubt. Always does. But I've actually just edited my lash lift, brow lamination and like gel nail video. It's kind of like all my at home ways of doing my beauty treatments, if you like, kind of DIY. So that's on my channel already. I will link that just up here in a card, so you can click that. And we're just going to go out for a walk now because the kids are wanting to go out and go on their scooters. So in fact, Ella might take her pram again. That's if Maggie doesn't jump in the bottom of it. Ooh, looking good, honey. Let me see your shoes. Do you feel comfy now?
Yeah.
That's so weird because earlier on they looked a bit tight. Put your heel on.
You might just leave this here.
Do you want to scoot or do you want to just run around with me?
Skip.
I got this feeling like it's starting now, starting now. I feel adventurous with you, and there is nothing that can hold us back, hold us back. We can do what we wanna do, 'cause we got all the time in the world. For better or worse, we should stay together. So let's stay young and in love. We should focus on us forever. Yeah, baby, if you are feeling like I do, we can run away.
Do you know what? Don't let this sun deceive you. It's absolutely freezing. So we're heading home for a cup of tea and now we're fast for them, I reckon.
I think we've all had a good day, and hopefully to finalise it, obviously,
Absolutely out for it.